Everybody has the potential to realization. No matter who you are, a pauper, a prince, a maid, a prostitute, a soldier, nothing. No problem. Background doesn't matter. All welcome. I told you the story the other day, no, about Jabala, the son of a prostitute. He wants to learn, so he goes to his master and he asks, give me your introduction. So he says, I am Jabala's son. And he just sees the thirst of knowing and he says, okay, come, doesn't matter. I don't even want to know what your mother does for a living. That's why we don't cry. As yogis, we don't cry about our circumstances. We only think, how can I transform myself and my circumstances? Why was my mother like this? Why was my father like this? Why my father is not a millionaire? Is not at all a question. Question is, I am here, now what? Be still and know that you are God. We don't sit still. Bahuni me vyatitani. Chapter 4, Bhagavad Gita. Bahuni me vyatitani. I have been here for many lifetimes. Krishna, when Arjuna asks him, so who are you? Are you Krishna? He says, no, I am not Krishna. Don't forget that. I am just Krishna now in this body in front of you. But I have been here since ages. And this yoga that I am teaching you now, he says to Arjuna, is not my creation. I have taught this before. I have taught this to the sun, he says. So Arjuna gets confused. How can you teach it to the sun? So then he goes about saying that you see me as Krishna right now, but I am actually not Krishna. I am much more. I am the whole universe. Before Abraham, I am. Remember this line from Bible. Please go home and read Bible with new eyes. Before Abraham, I am. Why is it said like this? Before Abraham, I was? No. Why? If it was written was, it would have been gone in the past. But it says, before Abraham. Abraham, number one. Before Abraham, I am. So I am there also, I am here also. That means you see the state of realization Christ was. Before Abraham, I am. So even if Abraham was not there, I still am. You see the parallels between Bhagavad Gita, Bible. It's not some strange scripture. It is my request to you or urge to you that you go home and read Bhagavad Gita and read Bible. Read the King James Version. Beautiful. And when you read Gospel of Matthew chapter 10 and when Christ is saying that it is normal for humanity to mistreat the mystics. It is going to happen. You should read his guidelines for teachers. When he talks to his 12 disciples, he takes them in a corner and he tells them, this is going to happen. You will go to the villages and they will mistreat you. But doesn't matter because you're working for the light. Every time I read it, I cry. I mean, his wisdom was, and Krishna here. Do you see the parallels? Krishna, Christ. Krishna and Christ. And if you follow Sufism, Chisti. It's the commonality. Nothing is different. These wisdoms are the same. So this is how the karma proceeds. And if you want to see the methods of release, some of them, you see the next question. Living the karma efficiently. Living the karma, I've compiled these 3-4 for you. Number 1, living in surrender. Sarva dharma parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma sucha. Chapter 18, verse 66. English translation is given in the book. Setting aside all meritorious deeds, just surrender completely to my will with firm faith and living contemplation. I shall liberate you from all sins. Do not fear. This is hard, surrender. Papebhyo means basically sins. Yeah, sin is a very literal translation. Papa is something that is not conducive for your soul. Sin is very papa means something that stops your soul from growing. A bad deed, bad action. Mamekam sharanam vraja. Sharanam means surrender. Aham tvam, I will, tvam, you. Sarva papebhyo, all the bad deeds, all the sins, all the tight karmas. Mokshayishyami, moksho. Moksha means liberation. Beautiful definition of moksha is given in a book called Tantra Loka, which is a book of tantric scriptures. It's a tantric philosophy by Abhinava Gupta. He says, "Moksho hi nama navanyaha swarupa prathananhitat." Means moksha means one is qualified as a mokshi, or one liberates the moment he realizes his true self. Moksha hi nama means he is defining moksha. Swarupa pratananita means realization of true self. The true self, Swarupa. The moment you realize the true self, you are liberated. Realize, not know. There is a big difference between realization and knowing. You understand, right? Realization is experiential. Knowing is theoretical. Like if you see the diagram on page 98, I know I am a true self. Doesn't mean you are liberated. The moment you see the slide, liberated. Not like this. Between seeing the slide and becoming the slide, there are many lifetimes. Then what does it say? Nishkama karma. Nishkama karma means working without desireless action, working without expectation, or in this case it would say working without any link to the ego. Chapter number 2, verse 48 says, Samatvam yoga uchyate. Samatvam means even-mindedness. Balanced in the mind. Even-mindedness. No shaking. Samatvam yoga uchyate. It's one of the definitions of yoga, by the way. Being even-minded is yoga. Being equanimous is yoga. Now you see the parallels between Yoga Sutra and Bhagavad Gita. Even-minded in yoga and Chitta Vritti Nirodha. And then internal processes. What can be the internal process? Vichara means self-reflection. Shraddha means faith. Prapatti, Vichara means self-reflection. Shraddha means faith. Prapatti means surrender. And dhyana means meditation. So basically what you are doing right now itself will be the cause of your liberation. So don't ask for 10,000 more methods. Take one method to its end. You don't become a yogi by knowing 10,000 methods of doing things. Even if you know 2-3 methods and if you follow them through, it is enough. By knowing 10,000 things, you become a scholar. And just because you are a scholar doesn't mean you are a yogi. A yogi is not just a philosopher. That's why the name, the word for philosopher is Pandit. And the Pandit may not be a yogi. Pandit may just be a scholar. A yogi is the one who knows on the basis of realization, not knows on the basis of books.